I'm amazed that you were interested. You know, I can understand some of the yachting people that I know, but you know that you came and asked me, I was really flattered.
Well, incredibly fortunate. During the Monaco show, I was lucky enough to meet one of the greatest designers in the world for super yachts. Dan Leonard of Nuvolari-Lenard designs, including Nord, APHO, Black Pearl, to name a few. Outstanding designs, and just what a passionate waterman he is. He sailed across the Atlantic recently on a 30-foot boat with no electronics, no charts, no compass. Truly an amazing feat, and rare that a designer will do that. There have been a couple of standout designers who have done extensive sailing, but I was extremely impressed with that effort. One of his big concerns right now is the amount of plastics we have in the ocean. And as I know firsthand, and as many of you do, it's in all the oceans of the world. So it's been ground down into microplastics. Fish eat the microplastic, we eat fish. And now we all have a percentage of plastic in us as well as the fish. We're going to do whatever we can to bring technologies forward to alleviate this problem, or to make as big a dent as we possibly can. And so Dan Leonard has been able to purchase a VOR, a Volvo Ocean Race 70, redesigning it to be able to campaign and raise awareness for all the plastics in the ocean, and be able to give this boat to different organizations so they can raise the awareness, raise money, and then fund some of these technologies to assist in getting plastics out of the ocean while we can. And it's a great endeavor, and I was so happy that you know, I can be a part of that. We can all be a part of this effort. It's super important for all of us, our kids, the world itself, and all the, you know, all the fish in the sea. It's a great, wide-ranging conversation, and I hope you enjoy it.
This boat was scanned, my mast was scanned. It's incredible. There's nothing.
And that's hard to believe. I mean, going around the world in that
and
condition.
The stresses they were exposed to.
Yeah. And still being, you know,
this boat will never be exposed to stress like that.
Like that again, right.
I mean, if we get 60 knot of wind, we're going to get a storm sail on.
Right.
That's it.
And just be comfortable.
Not racing.
Yeah,
they were racing full power in 60 knot of wind.
Yeah.
You know?
We're racing at 60 knots. Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Downwind going 40, you know?
Yeah.
Everything I have. Put everything
Let's
on.
go.
You know? Boom, blows one, put another one, you know?
Yep, exactly. And the fact that it hasn't delammed or had any serious, you know, structural issues, any bulkhead problems or any stringer issues.
It's so over designed,
overbuilt and engineered. Yeah.
You have the first bulkhead on the front stay.
Yeah.
Then you have 4 meters of empty hull without any structure.
But stringers in between. No stringers in between the bulkheads.
It's calculated like the whole thing is.
Oh, it's a monocoque with a ring frame.
Then there is another one. Is not even a ring. It's just a bar across the top for the Jeep too.
Oh, right, to support that. Wow.
Then it's
that's
one first
suction.
bulkhead. Is the first string is probably 6 meters from the bow.
Really?
And that's where the stringers start. 2 stringers on the bottom, and that's it. There is no other stringer.
Really? That's a strong.
Okay.
That's
the
a
truth about Telefonica is that she has a chine, and that's a reinforcement.
That's okay. So that.
So on the side there is a chine.
Right.
And another address to the industry. Where are chines on the boat? They are all wet. And then there you have a 15-year-old Volvo that sold it, you know?
Right, yeah.
There's a strong chine on Volvo, you know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Not on all of them, but on Telefonica there is.
Telefonica there is.
It's a real chine.
Oh, okay. So it's like a deflector, exactly,
yes. Yeah, nothing goes up, you know?
Yeah.
What cost? No, Volvo 65 cannot have that because it's made to
so
heel.
Question,
this was a flat boat, going flat.
Right.
You know?
But so the initial buoyancy forward, right, without something like that, you know, it's kind of like a knife, right? But you're not putting a lot of gear forward, so it's very light forward. But the reserve buoyancy in the bow, the's not a lot of flare for that. And so having that chine there is, yeah.
I think it's a brilliant
It's
design.
a great idea. I'm surprised more boats don't do it because as you're, it's like a surfboard, right?
Yes.
So as you go into the water, the kick in the nose actually keeps you.
In fact, but I spoke to Britton Ward from. It actually is so graduated that you can sink here, 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 but then it's growing the
Right,
the
and so it just
resistance,
softens
so it
that.
kind of softens
Right.
the.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, no?
Absolutely, yeah.
Where are these people today? That's why it's even difficult to build something like that.
No, but
today.
now they're having anchors go through the middle of the boat.
But we use them. Manson's.
Yeah?
We use them. This is New Zealand guy, Ned Wood.
Okay, yeah.
He builds all the anchors for my big boats.
Okay.
And he built anchors, the submarine anchors for Bravo Eugenia,
Right,
from
right.
Jerry Jones,
Right.
and for the Black Pearl.
Okay.
So he's especially for this boat now shrinking this to a 40-kilo anchor.
But what about
It's a horlogerie, huh? It's like a watch.
right? Because
Super fine mechanics, and he said you don't even need a camera.
really.
It's going to be 100% holistic.
So what about bringing something up into the hull in that
You have
scenario?
a camera for that. You have to know that. Yeah, but
Yeah, because if you bring a coral head, or if something gets in the flukes, and you're twisting that into the hull.
that's why you need a camera. But in reality, this is something that you have to go up and down several times to
drop it.
To drop it.
Okay. Yeah.
But
It's a rare thing, of course, but yeah.
you have a camera. You
Okay.
have the camera for
Yeah.
that. But not for knowing that it hosted well, but if you bring something up, like
Right,
you
okay.
said, yeah.
Specifically for that. Yeah,
Specifically, yeah.
that's good.
But it's the same problem with the anchor in the front,
But you can see it. So when I look over the bow, and yeah,
Now they're taking the mirrors away from the car because the high definition camera in the
Oh,
back
you've got
with
the- yeah,
screen
you've got the
inside
cameras,
is
that's-
exactly the same thing.
right, exactly. That's
Only
true.
that it's not here, it's now here.
Right.
So you have even
It's
better.
actually even better. Yeah,
Yeah.
a better view. Yeah. Good
All
point.
is there,
Good point.
You
yeah.
just have to involve right
Yeah.
people. So he's studying the anchor system independently.
Yeah.
I gave him the 3D section of the boat he has free to do.
Yeah.
It's all his engineering. It's going to plug and play.
Wow.
Make a hole, reinforce it, laminate the whole system, which is a cylinder with all the thing, and on the top there is a chain coming out to the winch that you choose, whatever
Right.
winch and you go all
That's
the way
off-
to the next bucket.
Okay. So the chain storage is actually at that next.
About 6 meters from the bow.
Okay. Yeah. So much better.
But I'm taking
Much
away
better.
the generator that was in the bow
Oh, okay. Well, there was a generator in the bow. Wow.
for charging the batteries. And
So you've definitely lightened the bow.
I'm lightening the bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, also the canards are out.
Okay.
We don't
Yep.
need them. They only had 2.5% of performance in the racing mode. When you go
So you're
with a
gonna
keel
glass
to
over that?
when you
You're-
go to 40%, a 40-degree keel,
Yep.
you really lose the wing effect.
Right.
Then you need a canard. But I'm
Right.
not racing,
But,
so 20
so-
is enough for me.
Yeah.
And we are depowering a little bit the sail plan,
Right.
so
Yeah.
having 3 furl sails in the front,
Okay. So you're going to glass over that. You're going to get rid of that aperture, that opening.
I will leave it as a structure, but I'm going to
Oh, okay.
close it. So
Okay.
I'm not compromising the integrated structure because
Okay.
it's still a pillar in the
Right.
structure for both canards. But you have to know that one canard is almost 150 kilo, so 2 are 300.
Right.
And there, by law, there were 2 extra inside.
And then you're saying, okay, so,
So
you're
that's
getting
600
rid
kilo
of
of
that
canards
too.
going out,
Wow.
And so on, and the big dirty Volvo
This
goes
boat's
out.
going to be more performance oriented than it started. It's going to be
We
ridiculous.
don't know. We don't know
That's
that.
going to be amazing.
But we are not getting it
Yeah.
worse. That's for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
And as I say, take 2 tons of 14 to 16 dudes away
Yeah.
with all their equipment and food and everything for
Yeah.
14 days.
You're going to be depowering the boat.
We're going to depower, but I think in light winds it's going to be more performant
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fun to
because you
find
don't
out.
go 40 degrees with a light wind. No,
Yeah.
you don't need that.
Okay. And so twin rudders, standard twin high aspect
It's an
rudders.
amazing design because it's done to manually being maintained during the race. You can change the canard during the race. You can change the rudder during the race. You heel the boat also with the help of the keel,
Yeah.
enough that on the side you are free with the one rudder out.
Yeah.
Then there is a guy coming over the board. The rudder gets extracted, the new rudder gets put in.
So
while the boat is going.
Is it a can? So you can actually kick up the rudder? Is
No,
it, no.
But it's accessible
Really?
from overboard
No
underneath.
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't go to the
That's full
shipyard
commitment.
if you lose the rudder.
Full
You just-
commitment.
That's
Yeah.
why there were 4 rudders on board, you know?
Wow. You lose one.
If you lose one,
Yeah,
you
the
have
guy
more.
drops it.
The boat came with 6 rudders, you know?
Really?
4 canards.
Fantastic.
Two
Where'd you buy it?
booms.
Where'd you get the boat?
Southampton.
In Southampton.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
18 sails. That's another 600 kilos. Huh?
Right.
These are heavy sails.
And they're in good nick.
Some of them are going just to be used as a shape to repeat, you know?
Okay, yeah, to redo.
So there's a lot. I mean, there are winches there, extra winches.
Oh yeah.
All stuff.
And you've got rid of the pedestals. So how are you going to run the
I'm
winches?
going to go on the side of the
So the
boat.
pedestals are going to be off
Off completely empty
from the cockpit
in the center.
Yeah. So they're going to be on the combing. Okay.
We're going to build a little bit of a combing. I actually did a nice photo of a much larger boat. It's not ideal, but it's close to what I'm looking at. You see the combing that I already have is getting wider on the side, and you have winches here.
Okay.
And then you have a technical area in the front of the wheels,
Right.
which is now empty in the front.
Right.
So I can
So
actually
that's going to
do,
be line handling, right here,
Yeah.
in front of the wheels.
yeah, it's pretty much what we're doing, and we are adding 2.5 meter at the end. So this enlargement will actually go all the way till the
So
end.
you're getting rid of the generator.
Yeah, but it's hydrogenerating.
So you're, and then
2 electric engines that are hydrogenerators in the
regenerate, right?
reversed pitch.
Right. So they're regenerating, and then you're going to
Up to 5 kW per hour.
back to lithium, and
Back
then
to
converting
lithium,
that.
But only 50 kilowatt hours. 1.5 hour on the engine.
So you're going to be counting on regeneration.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But 50 kW hours as a hotel or,
Hotel
or
load.
sailing is 1 week of sailing, you know, even if
Okay.
you don't regenerate anything.
Okay.
That's a lot of
50
power.
kilowatt. Okay.
You know, a winch is maybe 2 kW,
Right.
but it's only 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you know. Before you build 1 hour on
Right,
the
it's
winch,
gonna be a while.
It's a lot of sailing,
Yeah.
especially on open sea when you're not racing.
And then what about other hotel loads on the boat?
Not much.
Not much.
It's not a yacht. It's going to be very simple,
stripped out.
subtle interior,
All LED
small lighting,
all LED. Yeah.
very little electronics now because
You know what you need
with
these days.
as I say, with the Starlink,
Yeah.
you get everything in one.
Yeah.
All these satellite domes, little satellite stuff, all
No
gone.
more.
You know?
No more. Yeah.
You're on a Google map now.
Yeah. So, you know, it's funny because when I was traveling in Fiji, I sailed to Fiji many, many times, and nautical charts, electronic nautical charts, were not near as accurate as the Google charts I was downloading.
Same
So
for
I
me.
would download Google charts. It would have me going through a reef pass, and the electric nautical chart had me going over the reef. So I wouldn't count on those. I used the best navigation instruments we have, and I would see myself into the pass, but then I would look at the track and it'd have me going over the reef. So yeah, I always found that interesting.
I started with Google Maps also some time ago.
So I used a program.
iPad and but it was coastal because you need a SIM card at the time. The reach was what it was, no?
Yeah.
So if you were not too far away from coast, but when you are
I had
far
an
away from
Iridium
coast,
phone.
you don't need a charge. You are
Yeah.
interested in shallows and islands, you know.
Yeah.
Then you have the signal. Then the Google Dot is very accurate, actually.
It's surprising. It's amazingly accurate. So
So plus minus 20 meter, you know.
yeah, it was spot on. So yeah,
Great.
great stuff. Hey, I know you're
And as you
busy.
say, you control with the
These
eyes.
are the
Don't watch the
there's-
screen only, you know.
Those are the best navigation tools I have.
Exactly.
Hey,
So glad to chat with
fantastic
you.
to
Hey.
talk to you. Yeah.
I'm really glad that we did
That was
this. You know?
excellent.